If you can hear me, just type I can hear you. Oh, how to find buyers. You know, um, how to identify target clients. Ah, okay. I like to know something. You can still hear me, right? Hello. Can you all still hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, okay, that's great. So, first of all, um, you have done well by coming up online, and I believe that today is going to be massive. Today is going to be great. We'll be learning a few things, and I'll be taking a few questions before we continue, or as we continue rather. So, let me share with you something small. I started selling uh, a property for seven seven is it 75,000 naira? Yes. I started it selling a property of 75,000 naira in Yola, Adamawa State. For those of you that are not very conversant with me or you don't know me, my name is Dr. John James Gowosin. I'm privileged to be the CEO of Homekey Global Investment. Now, so I started in 2014. That was when I started real estate. I did not know it was real estate. Okay, it was just estate agent, or you know, I'm selling land. That's just it. Don't know anything real estate. I don't know this one. I don't know who a client is. I don't know. So first of all, I want to start by asking this question: who is a client? What is the difference between a client and a customer? Um, I would want to have answers, maybe from two or three persons. What is the difference between a customer and a client? Danladi,
Yes,
Danladi
sir.
Paul, what is the
Uh,
difference between a customer and a client?
okay. In my own perspective, a customer
Yes.
is someone that comes to buy things from you, like maybe just once, or he's just passing, he just see
frequently.
your goods, and then he now become interested. While a client is a person that you are doing a business with him, either a long time business or a short time business.
Wow. Wow. Powerful. Powerful. Thank you. Blessing Muenta. Is it Muenta? Sorry if I don't call your name very well. Blessing, what is the difference between a client and a customer? Blessing, are you there? If you're just joining, you're welcome. I'm asking a question. What is the difference between a client and a customer? And I'm throwing the question to Blessing. Blessing, are you there? Okay. Before Blessing would answer, Angelina Sani, what is the difference between um, a client and a customer? Some people are going online to go and check. That one is Wojoro.
Mm.
I'll catch you. I'll catch you. Okay. Henry Samson Matthias, what is the difference between a
Okay,
client and a customer?
good
Okay, who is
evening.
here?
Good evening, everyone.
Evening. Evening.
Angelina Sunny.
Okay,
Good
thank you,
evening.
Angelina.
Okay, a client, like you rightly said, a client, like you rightly said, something from someone. Okay, you understand? While a customer It's it's all the same thing. A client in this aspect is a person that buys one twice and then that's all. But a customer is someone that is a regular person that come around to buy from you always and always. So that's my little understanding about a client and a customer.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. That's great. Um, we again. We again. Let me see. Let me see. Akami Christopher. Also, what is the difference between a client? One more person. What's the difference between a client and a customer? Akami, are you on? Are you here? Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Go ahead. What's the difference between a customer and a client?
From my own understanding of a client is the person that maybe seeks advice from, like when it comes to buy. Mostly customers don't need your output on a product, but
Okay.
a client, because I'm a civil engineer, so mostly clients will come and you deliberate on what he wants. So I think that's the word I have for the client and the customer.
All right, thank you. I can see a hand from Musa Bello. Musa Bello, go ahead. What's the difference between a client and a customer?
Okay, sir. To my own understanding, a client is a potential customer, while a customer is someone that has buy from you maybe once or twice. Thank you.
Sorry, come again. I missed that part.
I said a client is a potential customer, while a
Okay,
customer is someone who buys from you maybe once or twice.
okay, okay. Thank you so much, Musa. Thank you guys for all your response. I really appreciate. So it's all starts from here. If you don't have a, excuse me, if you don't have an understanding between a client and a customer, it's going to be difficult for you to make sales, right? So we all did our best. However, this is my own point of view. A customer is one who comes into a shop, maybe a provisions store. If I walk into a shop right now, I don't need to know whether the owner of the shop has integrity or not. I don't care whether the owner of the shop, provided I enter and I see Coca Cola, I will buy Coca Cola and I'll go out because I know Coca Cola have the same taste. So this person is just keeping Coca-Cola. Likewise, biscuits, likewise, mango, likewise, all of those things that customers do buy, they are things that they have in-depth knowledge of. So a customer is one who has knowledge of what he wants and they go for it either once or regularly. But it doesn't matter. Provided they know what they want, they come pick it and they go. Those ones are considered to be customers. Now, clients, on the other hand, are people you need to educate. That is why a lawyer would have a client because you will have to educate your client on the law, the matters of law, right? A tailor will have a client because you have to educate your client on fabrics, types of clothing, their body type, and all of those things. So also in real estate, a client is one who you educate about real estate. It's funny, and sometimes it looks like everybody understands real estate now. What's this thing? Is it not real estate? Is it not just property, buy, and all of that? But it will shock you to know that not everybody understands how real estate works. So, first of all, don't ever find a client. Write it down. Don't ever find a client because a lot of people try to find clients, and that's the worst mistake you would ever do. Are we together now? So, what do? You don't find a client, you attract a client. Two different things. You don't find a client, you attract a client. Now, when you attract a client, it is most likely it's going to be very easy for you to make sales. Why? Because before they are attracted to you, it means that you have sold yourself to them. You've been able to sell yourself to them. The next thing that these people need is for you to sell the product to them. And so if people, first of all, people buy you before they buy whatever you're selling. Are we together now? Come on, I need response.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here is what you do. In order for you to attract high net worth individuals, one of the key things you need to do is to equip yourself with knowledge. Equip yourself with the knowledge of your industry, be it real estate, tailoring, whatever it is. Equip yourself with in-depth knowledge. Because people want to do certain things and they want someone who understands what he's doing for them to invest. So let me give you an example. All of us as are here now, we believe that, land is something we want to buy and we want others to buy and all of that. We believe that land is the best way to maintain wealth and all of that. However, there are even people that do not even know about that. All they know is their business and how they go about it. They don't know anything other than what they know. So now, if I'm coming to sell to someone like that, right? Let's say that I am looking at the category of people that have knowledge about real estate and those that do not. So here is what I will do. You will do a video educating people on, number one, for instance, I can say that the fact that you have money and the title documents are genuine is not a guarantee. Is not all you need to buy a property. But wait a minute. In reality, if the title document is good and the land is genuine, what do you need again? Are you not just supposed to go and buy? You like the land, the title documents are genuine. The next thing is for you to buy, right? But here is the thing. As an expert, I can tell you that that is not what you only need. One of the things you need is discernment. Now, when I begin to break it down, I will ask you questions like, every city you go to, there are key areas. Like in Abuja now, you have Maitama, Asokoro, Guzape, and then others. These top three locations, Maitama, Asokoro, Guzape, this is a location where big people usually stay. Now, if you check back then, there are people who came to Abuja, big companies like Transcorp Hilton Hotel. They settled in a location that looks like a bush. But today, it is in the center. It is in the heart of Abuja. What happened? If you go to places like Lagos, you go and see a place like Banana Island and all of those places. Can you imagine? You have to buy land for 500 million, 700 million, land alone in Banana Island. Then you spend over 1 billion, 500 million to build a property on it. Yet you don't have water. You have to be buying water from town for you to put in your reservoir to use. But people are buying those lands. So the question is, what happened? Why those locations? So here is the catch. There are some locations in every city that those locations are rich in their nature. They have the capacity to attract wealthy people. So even if you have money, you need to have discernment to know those kind of locations. And for me, as a real estate expert, one of the key things I do is to put my ear on key locations that will appreciate much in value, that will attract the right people. There are certain things I look into before I decide buying a property, because I don't just want to sell land to my people. What I want to do is to provide value. That tomorrow they can, anytime they think that they bought a land with me for 1.5 million to 10 million, 100 million, and now it's counting in billions, they will always appreciate me. And so long as Homekey is existing, they will always want to do business with you. Why? Because you are giving them top-notch locations. Are we together now? Now, if you are able to explain to people like that, you realize that you capture their attention. They will now know that, oh, so, because at the same time, you can ask them this. Do you know that the same time while others are buying lands in Dogire, other people were still buying in Urojebe? For those of you that understand Adamawa State very well. And if you don't understand Adamawa State, the same time people were buying land in, what do we call it? In Maitama, Guzape, Asokoro, there are some people that with the same amount of money, they went and they are buying land in Jikwe, Karo, all of those places, Nyanya. Now, after so many years, the lands in Asokoro, Maitama, and Guzape is like 100 times the amount of what they bought. But then it might look like the value of land has appreciated in other locations. However, you still realize that the value in those locations have not appreciated very well. Why is it that there are lands, there are locations that the same bottle of Coke that you buy for, I don't know how they say, how much they sell it now. How much is a bottle of Coca-Cola Coke? Maybe a can or something. How much?
It's 500, 700, depend on the place.
Yeah.
Okay, 500, 700.
Yeah.
Right? The same bottle
Some
that is
places
sold
450.
everywhere. Sorry?
Say some places is 450.
Some places is 450 with ice. Abi? They will give
Yes,
you
sir.
450 naira with ice. But when you
Yes,
go to
sir.
places like Maitama, you enter Transcorp Hilton, you'll be paying 2,000, 3,000 for a bottle of Coke. Why? All of these things are, of course, there are values that these people are adding to the locations, but there are locations that once you enter, it speaks prestige, it speaks luxury. Are we together now? So these are some of the things you need to educate your client on. So first of all, you need to identify what kind of client do you want to attract to yourself. That is one thing you need to do. What kind of client do I want to attract to myself? Do I want to attract clients that, will just come and buy, 100,000 naira, 200,000 naira and they go? Or do I want to attract the kind of client that will buy in hundreds of millions and possibly billions? Are we together? Come on, somebody. I need response. Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're together, sir.
Yes,
Or
sir.
else I'm not doing this class again.
No, sir. We're following. Together.
Okay. I think if your mics might will not be all right. So
Yes, sir.
here is the thing. Those kind of locations or those kind of clients, you need to tell yourself, I want to attract this kind of people. And if you want to attract them, it's not a one-day thing. Are we together?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
we are
Yes,
together.
sir.
Oh my. Can somebody hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, we can hear you. Can hear you.
So you see, if you want to attract people like that, you need to tell yourself, these are the kind of client I want to attract. So here is the thing. I said earlier that people buy you before they buy what you are selling. There are people do business with you because they like the way you appear. You appear neat, you're looking clean. And so for that reason, people want to do business with you. So you just need to understand whom you're dealing with. If you want to reach out to the low income earners, one of the things you need to do is, and there is nothing wrong in any of the two. You should know there is nothing wrong. It's just your niche. You want to carve a niche around it. Because there are people who they make a lot of money by going to these local women, market women, and tell them, see, if you can put together 100 women that can be giving 25,000 naira every month, I can get you property in so location. And you see the person getting a lot of women who are ready to buy. So those women can get them only through that means. So you might not need to be fancy, you might not need to, but you can get them. Now, if you want to attract high net worth individuals, then you need to understand their language, how they speak, how they dress, places they go to, things they do, and all of these things you need to understand. Because by the time you meet with someone and you're speaking a language that he's not understanding, you might think you're speaking English. English is different, language is different. Okay? Big people have their own language. Small people have their own language. So you need to learn how to speak. If it is the small people you want to penetrate into, you need to learn how to speak their language. If it is the big people you're targeting, perfect. You need to learn how to speak their language as well. So for today, let me start with the small people. Nobody is small actually, but let me say the low income earners, right? If you want to get into people like that, one of the things you do is to build trust. Build trust. Because those people, if one of them trusts you, I can guarantee you almost all of them will trust you. If one person will trust you, then all of them will trust you because they operate as a group. That's how they operate, as a group. So if you can earn their trust, then you have no problem. So what do you do? Sometimes if it is a community, you need to be part of the community, right? If it is, let's say, association of mechanics or association of whatever it is, you need to be part of that association. Even if you are not doing that, sometimes you can just go and say, oh, I want to sponsor the next meeting you people will be having with this amount. Maybe I want to buy all the drinks for you. I want to do this one for you. And then you come, you show up in their meeting and all of that. And before you know, you're coming close to them, they're getting to know you. And by the time you tell them that, oh, there's this thing that I have and I think it's going to be of benefit to you, you realize that all of them, once somebody is keen into it, they always look for somebody who will take the first risks for them. That's what they do. They will always look for somebody who will take risks for them. Are we together now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir, we are together.
once the person can take the risks, then they are ready to go.
Yes, sir.
They are good to go. So if you want people like that, they can be in churches, they can be in mosques, they can be in different places. But you have to be part of them. You have to show them that you have genuine concern about them. And when I say genuine concern, I mean genuine concern. Don't go and fake anything that, oh, because you want to make sales. They are wise people, let me tell you. Very, very wise. So you cannot even try that. So those are some of the ways you can actually get to them. Now, the next is also the high net worth individuals. Now, these people, they are very complicated. Very, very complicated. Let me explain to you how complicated they are. So, this kind of people, they are people that are highly, some of them are highly educated, some of them are sophisticated. Highly educated in the sense that the product you're talking about, they understand what real estate is. They have done a lot of investment. They know types of investment, what they should do. In fact, most of them have contact. Whatever they need in this life, they have contact of people they can call. And those people can deliver for them. So when you're talking about something, let me give you an example. A day before yesterday, we had a client who was supposed to come and buy. This client, before he came to site, he made calls upon calls until the call got back to me, asking if there is someone that is coming to site to come and buy property. To tell you that they are well connected, they can call anybody they want to call. Just so they are sure that what they are doing is clean. So you see those kind of people, first of all, they need to see there are certain things that are done that, let me give for instance, like me, I love gadget too. But you see, these guys, they want you to hold iPhone, iPhone, the bigger iPhone 16 or whatever it is. Then you have to buy Samsung Fold and all of that. I don't even use them sometimes, but you have to buy them because by the time we are talking, and what I'm holding in my hands is 3 million naira already. It will tell you that, okay, this person, at least they size people. That's what they do. They size you. So they look at the hair you're wearing. You, as a lady, you go and you want to sell to somebody. You are wearing a wig of 15,000, 25,000, 50,000 naira, and you're talking and do they sell wig for 2.5 now? No, don't do that though. If it is real estate you want to sell, please don't go and carry a wig of 2.5 because it's going to look like a sponge. So you need to buy. See, let me tell you something. For guys, they size you in 3 things. Number 1, your shoe. Number 2, the watch you're wearing. Number 3, they check either the car you're driving or the kind of clothes you're wearing. Now they can place you in a place. If you don't have a car yet, they can look at you and know that you're doing well. Only that you're just coming up. And let me tell you a secret. Nobody wants to know that the money they are going to give to you is what will make you blow. They don't want that. The moment people realize that the money they are going to give you is what will make you blow, they don't want that. Nobody wants to give you more than they think you have been able to handle. So that is why it's important that you expose yourself to that kind of life. It's not paparazzi. It's an education. You have to educate yourself to be conversant with that. You go to a restaurant, he invites you, or they say, okay, let's meet in this restaurant. You go there and they serve you food. All the hunger in your life, you finish it that day on that food. You eat that food and go home without a client, because that's the only thing you're going to get from them. Are we together? But if you're used to going to places like that, that is not your issue. You don't have problem. They ask you, what do you want to eat? You say anything. What do you mean anything? What do you want to eat? Tell them anything, because you're not even sure. And sometimes try, when you go to places like that, have enough money in your pocket to settle the bill. Sometimes it's not going to be more than 100,000, 200,000. I know some people are saying 100,000, 200,000. But that's just the truth. sometimes you need to sacrifice if you want to actually attract those kind of people. Let me give you a story I always love sharing. Um, so there's this lady that says she wants to make sales of property that is worth around 60 million naira or so. She wants 100 and 150 million naira or so. That's what she wants to sell. Are we still together? You can
Yes,
still hear
sir.
me?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that's great.
We can hear you, sir.
So this lady wants to, excuse me. Okay, you can hear me now.
Loud
sir.
and
Yes,
Okay,
you can hear us, sir.
so this lady wants to make a sales of over 100 and something million. So she met someone and she told him, he said, okay, you're going to do something, but it might cost you some money. You have to take a risk. It will cost you money. The lady said, no problem. She will take the risk. So he told her, he said, this is what you're going to do. I want you to go and hire a car, a Prado. Go and hire a Prado and invite the person to a restaurant. And so she did that. She went, hired the Prado, and he told her, he said, keep the papers of the documents of the property in your car. So when they went there, they packed, and then she entered, they had the meeting. And sometimes you have to be intentional, you have to be deliberate. Now let me ask you a question. Let me clear something. True. Let's tell ourselves the truth. The fact that she went to hire a car to come and do paparazzi for, this is not a fake life.
It's not a fake life in business.
it is
Oh,
packaging.
really? Well, it looks like fake life to me. Who agrees with me? For you to go and hire a car that is not your own. Some people even hire.
For me, it's packaging.
Eh?
It's not. For me, it's not
It's a,
fake life. It's packaging.
to me, it's fake life.
It's fake life now.
To me, it
Because
is.
because why would you just go and carry a car that is not now? Who's saying? Let me see your hand. If you agree with me that it's fake life, can you just put up your hand up? Let me see your hand. Because I see some people, they are saying they don't agree. They don't agree.
It's a business strategy.
And that's what you. Let me see
Even
your
even
hand.
to, even to me, it's packaging, sir. So I didn't agree is this thing because if you don't do something that you attract them or they will see value in you, even me myself, let me say it clearly, sir. If somebody will come and pitch something to me and I couldn't see that value in him, that he has that kind of money or maybe half of that money, I will just consider him as just go, like you don't know what he's doing. So it's like same thing.
Well, me, I still
Yes.
believe that
If,
fake
if I'm
life.
permitted,
Yes.
let me give you a scenario that happened to me.
Okay.
I'm a fashion designer. I have a fashion brand. So there was a time I handle a material, just one set of material that is about 1.5 million, 250 million, and so. Sorry, 250,000 and so. So when I went to a client, because I don't look like, I was smart. I went there smart, but then he was giving me a material of 250,000 and he was saying that be careful with this material. I laughed. But I don't think he sees me with a car. He will not even talk twice.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I think I understand your point. However, me, I still believe somehow we'll come back to this though. But I still believe somehow that some it's fake life, because why would you go and hire a car? But let me,
Sir, if I may come in, sir.
yes, yes, please come in.
Yes, I also believe that is fake life because sometimes clients will go to the extreme end to push you to see the authenticity of the land you are trying to sell it to them. You know, by
Yes.
so doing, telling her or telling her to go and look for a car, borrow a car or hire a car, what have you,
Mm,
to come to a restaurant. Actually,
mm.
every client knows what he wants. From the beginning of your presentation, the client will make up his or her mind whether or not to buy the property from you. So sometimes they
Good.
will go to the MC and to see if truly you are actually selling what you are actually selling what you are trying to sell it to them. So you going out of your way to go and borrow a car is fake life. It shows that everything you are doing is fake. Is fake life.
Everything
I
is
believe it's
fake.
fake life. Yes,
It's fake
it's
life.
fake
Thank you,
because
my brother. What's the name? Yes.
even the land can be fake.
Yes, because you're living a
Because
fake
you
life.
yourself you are not
Yeah.
genuine. You are living a fake life. So the client may end up not buying the land by you just going to hire or borrow the car he told you to borrow. He will not trust you. He can't trust you.
Thank you.
So
This is who is talking is Joe Abby.
yes, sir. It's Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. This is what I'm saying. Now, let me ask you a question, Joe.
Yes, sir. I'm all yes, sir.
Would you consider yourself living a fake life? Are you living a fake life now?
Not really. I'm not living a fake life because I'm living a life that is my standard actually.
So that is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to live a life that is your standard, so that everybody knows, right?
Yes, sir.
Are
That's
you
true, sir.
staying alone, or are you staying with your family, or are you staying alone?
I'm actually staying with my family, sir.
Oh, you stay with your family.
Yes, sir.
You're married.
No. I'm not married. I'm single, sir.
Okay, you're single.
Yes,
I understand. Now let me ask you a
yes.
question.
I am.
Would you, if you get married,
Yes, I'm
before you
listening.
build your house, would you want to rent a house?
Actually, I feel for a starter, businessman, renting a
Yeah.
house is more cheaper than building your own house as a starter. I feel so. Maybe for a businessman, it is better to establish your business and later on maybe invest. If you have the money to build your own, I would actually suggest you invest in things that will actually bring profit to you rather than building your own house. Uh, Maybe renting a house is more cheaper for a businessman. I think so.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. So here is what I want us to look at, right? Now, if you if I ask you now, where are you? Hello?
Yola,
Are you in your house?
yes, currently I'm in my house.
Okay, okay. Now let me ask you a question. If
Uh,
you rent a house and I ask you, where are you going back to? You say you are going back to your house. But the question
Definitely,
is
sir.
it really your house?
Not really. It's not really my house.
It's not really your house.
Yes, but I paid for it.
But you
So
paid for it.
at a goal, it's my house because even the landlord cannot come and do any house at a time.
Thank you,
It's
my
just
brother.
my
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. For you to say because someone hired a car is a fake life, is also the same thing as you renting a house. It means somehow you're living a fake life, because you will not know that the car is actually your own until in the process that you rented the car, you now go and crash the car. You now realize that you have bought the car. Do you understand?
yes, I
For the
understand.
people that you paid the car, you actually
bought the car. The car is in your custody. Nobody is coming to collect the car from you. You use it for the period of time you hire the car. The car automatically becomes yours, because if anything happens to the car right there and then, you now know that you actually bought a car because you're going to pay. So we need to just understand this. Now, there is something called fake life, which you live a life of deception, and even what you're selling is not correct, and all of that. This is different from you trying to measure up to the standard of your client. First of all, there are places that even if you're genuine, you're okay, you can never enter those places. You know why? Because there are certain locations that if you don't come with a certain kind of car, you cannot enter. So first of all, you need to understand places, what you want to do, the places you want to go to, and all of those things, just to know how to penetrate the market. So it is important that you take how you appear very serious, because it will open a lot of doors for you. If there is a need for you to hire a car for a particular meeting, it is important you do that. Now let me finish the story of this lady. So after they have finished everything, the guy was okay, he wanted it, and then she said, okay, can I go and get you the documents? They went to the car, she picked, because the car came with a driver. So she picked the documents, gave it to him, he signed the deal, and she got her commission. Are we together? Now her commission is her commission is in millions, right?
Now
So
she can buy a car.
if she wants to, do you understand? If she wants to. But then the thing is, she sacrificed a little in order for her to measure up to the standard of these people, so she could be able to make a sale. See, do you also realize that even in the market, it is the same mango, but the person that package and arrange his mango very well, his own will be more expensive. You see fresh mango in a whole basket, they tell you 2,000. Then you go to the fridge, you see the one they squeeze and put in a bottle, they tell you 5,000. And people prefer to buy that one because they saw the advert. The thing is looking fresh, it's just, it's packaging.
Branding.
Thank you. So if you know how to brand, now that brings me to the next thing. If you want to make the concept of personal branding, you need to know how to brand yourself. What comes into your mind when you get the name Dangote? If I say Dangote, what kind of clothes do you see on his body? Somebody help me. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
If I say Dangote or Tony Olumelu, what kind of clothes comes into your mind?
They always appear neat and smart.
They appear in a setting, they appear smart, all of them, but what kind of clothes do they wear?
For Tony Olumelu,
what Dangote and Tony Olumelu, most of the time they are in suits.
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
If I say Bishop David Oyedepo, what comes to your mind? A white suit.
White
right?
suit with tie.
That's it. The white suit. Are we together now?
Yes, sir.
yes, we are.
So that's how it is. So you need to also identify things that makes you stand out. You need to see the things that makes you unique. For some people, it could just be glasses, right? For some people, it could just be a particular kind of dress. That is all. Know how to brand yourself with something. And when you think of suit, you think of luxury, you think of people should attach a feeling to you. They should be able to attach a feeling to you. That's what personal branding is. Tell people how you want them to see you. As a successful person, you want people to perceive you as a great teacher. You want people. It depends on what you want people to perceive about you. That is what you portray to people. So you understand personal branding. Okay. So, and again, one of the things you can also do is to learn how to pitch to these people, because two things: the fact that you look fine, you look beautiful, you do all of this. One, two, three. Going also. Sorry, sorry.
So,
Okay. So like I was saying, you need to learn how to pitch to them. Now, let me give you. There's a formula I use. Sometimes I study the people and I check what they want. Come on, people. Come on, people. Why are people dropping out? Come back. Everybody that went back. Come back. Come back. Okay. I hope you're getting value.
Yes, sir.
okay.
So you need to learn how to listen, right? So first of all, you need to understand whatever you're selling inside out. Don't if you know that you're going to meet a prospect. Now there's difference between prospect, client. I think maybe someone will talk about prospecting, qualifying leads and all of that. But me, I'm talking about attracting clients and buyers and buyers. So maybe I may need somebody who talk about that. Now you need to, in order for you to pitch the price for your client very well, don't go and sell. If you have the opportunity, always go to the site, see the property inside out, look at the advantages and the disadvantages around that area. So that if someone talks about the disadvantage, you know what to tell them. Check the history of those locations, the history of the land you're selling. You need to check the history. Because some people have more knowledge than you. So you need to know the property like the palm of your hand if you really want to sell. Sometimes the only reason why you might not be able to sell is because you're not well equipped with knowledge. So if you stand in front of people to pitch that property, you might not say anything that will attract their attention. But if you have been there, you know it inside out. You have a lot of things to say. Check the documentation, check the processes, understand these things very well, and it's going to be very easy for you to be able to sell. Now, closing deals. You need to sell without selling. So never make a client feel as if he's doing you a favor by buying. Let him understand that you're doing a favor by providing value. Now, let me explain myself. A lot of people will not understand this and they're very arrogant. Say, okay, I want to help your life, well, you better buy this thing. You don't do that. Right? You don't do that. What you do is to make the client understand the benefit of what he's buying genuinely. Say, sir, as you can see, this property, if you buy it at this time, in the next so time, it is expected that your ROI, your return on investment, is going to be this amount. Right? So you explain to them, no numbers, have numbers in your head. I usually don't allow clients to go without calculation. If you come to my calculator on my phone, you check my calculator, I always have a pending calculation that I made. You never go and see it 0, 0, no. You meet a calculation that I did and I made it there. It's always like that. Why? Because numbers is king in the game of selling. Are we together now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So understand numbers. Now let me give you an example. And I'll stop. What's the time? Do I have more time? I still have more time. Okay. So here's the catch. If for instance someone comes and he wants to, buy a property, first thing you should ask them is, wow, that's great, that's amazing. So if I may ask, sir or ma, may I know what you want to use the property for? Some of them might feel offensive. You asking them why or what they want to use the property for. But then you need to go ahead and explain to them, no. The reason why I'm asking is because so I could help advise to the right kind of property to buy. In as much as I want to sell to ma or sir, I don't just want you to just put your money down. If I know what you want to put the land for, I can advise you the best one because I have all the options. So in real estate, basically we have industrial real estate, we have agricultural real estate, we have residential real estate, we have the commercial real estate, we have different types of. So the reason why I'm asking because I want to understand what. So I advise. The person will believe themselves and tell you, okay, may I want to buy a property to buy a house. Now, if somebody wants to build a house, you tell them, I will not advise you to buy the land that is on the main road. They might say, but that's the best. Say yes, best plot for commercial, but not for because imagine your house is on the road and it has two angles. What that means is that during the daytime or even during the night, as people are passing with cars everywhere, the place is going to be so it's going to be so noisy. You are in the house, but all the noise in that environment you have to. So buying a property on on the road is not a good one for somebody that wants to build a house. So there are suitable locations for the what do we call it? For the residential, commercial, and other things. So those are some of the things you explain to your client, and he now knows that if I'm investing with this person, then it means that I can never go wrong investing. And so they begin to listen to me. See, there are times that people will send money into my account, and I will have to call them, sir, what is this for? You say, sometimes you say, I'll tell you later. Sometimes you say, what do you think we should do? You know why? Because they believe that you are an expert. And so if they give money into your hands, your work is multiplied. Now, become an expert at multiplying people's money. Some of you, a client bought land with you since 1982. You have never called them again. You have never told them anything. Sometimes you need to call them and say, sir, ma, I think we should sell this your land in so location. They ask you why. You say, because I see a new location, and if we can sell it at this amount, we can be able to multiply the money from this amount to this amount. So you keep them buying and selling and buying until their money is growing. You are getting more commission, their money is growing, and you're also growing. The next thing you should take note of is that if a client buys from you, don't let that client go. Two things. If he buys from you and he has the capacity to buy another one, make sure he buys until he has no more capacity to buy. That's one. Two, if he buys and he's no longer interested in buying because you guys have got plenty blood for him, he should connect him to his friends. It means that he has people like him that can be able to buy those kind of properties. Some people don't care about all of this. How do you meet his friends? When he's doing birthday, go there. His friends will be there. When he's celebrating his baby, go there. His friends will be there. When he's doing something that has to bring people, go there. Obi Kubana has recently celebrated his birthday. See the caliber of people going there. You think all of them are going from Obi Kubana? No. People knew that that is a place of networking of billionaires. And see pastors, presidents, what else? Everybody is going there. And everybody is going there to look for one connection with other. Some people are going there to make peace with others. Some people are going there to identify with greatness. Some people, you need to learn how to do some of these things. Some of you from office to your house, your door. You can never make sales like that. You cannot make sales like that. So you need to understand these things, how to do things like that, and you know, it is going to help. So the matter of closing deals, it is important that you understand who you are thinking. We have cheap clients. Cheap clients. These people, they don't care. It's their money they care about. They don't care how valuable your client, your property is. They don't care how much benefit they remove 200. And sometimes they are the ones that will bless you. See those ones that are buying small properties. They are struggling with too much. They get too much value. They will give you a headache and you cannot listen. The ones that are buying plenty millions, they have done business and they understood the concept of business. Sometimes they know that things can go south. And so, even if things happen like that, they don't really bother so much because they too have gone through a lot. So they feel sometimes, they give you the space to manage yourself and to come back to them. Are we together?
Yes, sir. We're together, sir.
Yes, sir, we are
Uh-huh.
together.
Thank you.
Yes,
So
sir,
they
we
give
are
you space.
together.
Thank you. God bless you. So they give you space to manage yourself. They give you space to understand yourself before they ask you for securities. But you see these ones that, in fact, they will call all their village people to tell their village people that they put land with you. And if you ask them how much their land is 135,000 naira before, you would think it's their entire life they give them. So you need to understand. Now, there are sophisticated clients, like I said, these ones are the ones that have ample knowledge of your industry, sometimes more than you. So you need to be humble, learn from them, and they also need to know that you also understand what you do to the best of your ability. Then you have the excited customers. That boy who just and he's looking for a place to spend. Somebody, a politician, who's who got money somewhere and he wants to go and invest. He wants to go and hide the money. Those ones, whether you just show them land, they will buy. You don't need to explain yourself too much to them. They will just buy. Because they are not buying because of you, they are buying because of their mood, because of how they feel, and all of that. There are emotional buyers. You need to understand them too. Are we together?
What
So
is the
don't
third one? What is the name of the third ones?
emotional buyers.
No, the one before emotional by the politicians.
Okay, the politicians. Let me see. We have okay. The politicians
You said
are
cheap.
part of the emotional buyers. We have the
They are
sophisticated.
what?
We have the sophisticated clients. We have the
Uh-huh.
difficult clients.
Okay.
The difficult clients are also part of the cheap clients. They are the
Okay.
difficult. Then we have the emotional bias. Those are the
What
politicians.
I mean, okay, okay, okay.
The
Emotional
politicians,
under politicians.
they are buying based on their emotions. Oh, I'm happy. I've won election. I've stolen. I've acquired a lot of money. I want to go and invest. Blah blah blah. Those ones they buy based on what they see. They are driving. How many of you? The moment you see some amount of money in your account, your body will be scratching you. You want to go and spend something. You want to go and buy something. Ordinarily, your Gary, if money did not enter, you suck your Gary and sleep. But the moment alert enter, your body is now telling you shawarma, shawarma, shawarma. No, nobody is coming to advertise shawarma to you. You run by yourself, you go and buy shawarma.
That one day, but you know be firewood.
So it's emotions that is pushing you to go and buy some of those things. Somebody will just go to the market. How many of you have entered the market until you bought a lot of things, you came back home and you now realize that all of them did not exist. You buy this one, you buy that one, buy this one, you buy that one. It's when you come back home, you now realize that all the bought was nonsense. You don't really need them, but you've gotten them. Those ones you can just tell them, "Ha, barankai Kati haka, you're more than this," and they say, "Ni haba, wow, ni haba." Say, ni inda na kalle ka na zaka iya ka siya 50 ma, in ba me ne ma plot ma haba. Wannan ai they are just small plot that you can buy. Before you know, somebody is going for a hectare or half hectare. That's how you operate. Even you, sometimes when you go to places, they say, guys here, oh, guys here. Oh. You don't even want to. The money you have budgeted for something else, you pass them because they say, oh, guys here. Because when you go to get that thing that you're hiding now, they say, cry. Oh, oh. So that's how they are, emotional bias. So you need to understand people like that, to be able to. So learn how to build trust with your clients. Let it be that if you tell them something and they come to find out, they'll realize that what you're telling them is the truth. Because some of them they know, but they just ask you. So you need to respond to them in such a way that they can trust you. They can trust you. Now, build credibility. Build credibility. Why would people leave others to buy from you? Homekey today, people in those days, let me tell you something. I used to follow people. There was a guy I followed him until I made him come out of. It was raining. Oh, he had to come. I was calling him. He was not picking my call. I call. He was not picking. I begin to call all his friends. This one will call him. Why would you promise somebody that you want to buy a land and now he's calling you? You're not picking. He will drop the call. Another person will call me. He called me and said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in this place. He said, I'm coming." It was raining. The guy came and he gave him very angry, but he had to pay. Are we together? But now people don't even know who owns Homekey, but they are buying properties because of the name Homekey, because of the caliber of people that work with Homekey. People do not know the owner of Homekey, but they are trusting the brand to buy. That is credibility. The brand has become credible. That they know that their money will not go just like that. We have built trust. We have spent time. We have spent resources to ensure that we are in the eyes of people. People know that they will not just invest with us and it will go wrong. Sometimes we go extra mile sacrificing in order for us to maintain our credibility and integrity. So once you build credibility, once you build your personal brand, once you build what we call integrity, people will always come for you. Then lastly, have the fear of God. People that if you fear God, people know. People can sense a man that fears God. And so when you're conversing with somebody and he says that you fear God, it's going to be easy for you to do business because it means that you love God. So you don't want anything that will ruin your relationship with God. I hope that helps somebody. Then read a lot of books on negotiation. Learn how to negotiate. Everything is negotiable. It's just a matter of interest. Everything on earth is negotiable. It's a matter of interest. You see a sister, you see a lady. If you, in fact, you will think that if you touch this lady, you're going to die. But somebody will marry her. Why? Because it's just a matter of interest. You come and talk to her, she likes you, and then before you know, she becomes pregnant. How did she become pregnant? Did she take it from water? No. Somebody convinced her and she has to give her body. You know? So everything is negotiable. There are things that people tell you, no, this one is not whole area, blah, 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 blah. If it has to do with their faith, they will let go of it. Some people, if something has to do with the money, they can let go of everything. You know? So everything is negotiable. Just understand what your client wants. If you can deliver what they want, you can get what you want. So I would like to pause a bit to take a few questions before we call it a night. Thank you guys. It's amazing having you guys. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
All right, questions, please. If you have a question, please ask your question.
Anybody with a question? It seems to be no questions today. You're welcome. God bless you. Thank you, Golia. God bless you too. Anybody with a question? You're welcome. God bless you. Who is this? This is Jay. Who is this Jay? Joe. God bless you. Is it Julie or